Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah.
Hello, how are you going? How are we this Monday evening? This cool Monday evening. I'm just doing my usual arranging. Let's leave that down there. We already have the man himself, the man, the one, the only, Labellic. And of course, to start off with, making sure you can hear me. How are we? It's a new week of dailies. Just making sure I've got new gifts. Let's start off with checking my gifts. Now, what do I think this week's going to be? My gut feeling is... Oh, we got the virtual GT. I forgot I haven't collected that yet on here. Nice! Anyway, the new dailies. Before I go and have a look. Daily face I already have... No idea. I hope it's got one of the cars from the DLC that came out last week. So maybe the Corvette, maybe the what was the other cars? One of those new cars, anyway. I think the BMW was out before that, wasn't it? Maybe one of the new cars that came in the DLC last week. Dailyways, I still reckon we won't see Dailyways GR4s with Dailyways C after we haven't had GR3s for a week or two, so I reckon probably GR3s, Dailyways C, maybe GR2s. I've got a feeling they might stick with GR4s for Dailyways B. I just hope they have a race that's more laps though. That 3 laps last week was just painful. And it's just over so short. It was the racing was like 7-8 minutes long. But anyway, that's my idea. Let's see. Let's go and see what these new dailies are. Okay. Oh, Daytona will be daily race A. Daytona. Okay, before I look at one of the others. Corvette, there we go. I kind of got it right. So we've got a Corvette 7-lap race. Obviously, not going to have any DRS, of course. So just the Corvettes. Racing hard. So no, not racing cars. Sports hard. So yeah, that's daily race. A round Daytona. Yeah, okay, it's going to be quite a boring race to be honest. GeForce! 2 laps? What? They're getting even worse now? Yeah, okay, this circuit is actually quite cool. I haven't really seen much of this use of this track. But 2 laps. I'm just gonna look at the. So they're doing so far. 3 minutes 17, so around 3:20s, 3:25s. So 6 minutes 50 races. 6 minutes 50, not even 7 minutes. What the? Just Polly, what the hell are you thinking? I like the circuit, but it can be at least 3, even 4 laps, even at that lap time. Even at that lap time, it can be 4 laps. What the hell is it being 2 laps? Just... I'm lost for words. And GTR's fastest 7. Of course, the Alpha's up there. We might see a bit more variety in it, but 2 laps on racing hard. But 2 laps. I'm seriously freaking dumb. I'm just. What the fuck are they thinking? Sorry about swearing, but what the fuck are they thinking? They're saying it's supposed to be time required 15 minutes. No, it's going to be over within 10 minutes. If that. I was hoping coming up to Christmas that someone there would use their friggin' brains, but obviously they're not. 2 laps, seriously. Yes, it's great seeing this configuration of the track, which I don't think we've seen much of. So it's going to be interesting to see how that races. Just... I can't get over 2 laps. 3 laps last week was stupid. 2 laps is just idiotic. I mean, Polly, sort your shit out. Okay, what we got? We got GR3's back. Yeah, racing mediums and racing softs. Great to see you have to run both in the race. Good. 7 times tyre, 2 times fuel. 10 laps. Okay, that's Suzuka. It's been definitely overused, to be honest, but it's good seeing GR3's back with a tyre race, not a fuel race, so okay, that's good. I can't get over race B. 2 laps. Seriously. Oh, we don't have the call. We'll have to hire it to go and do our lap. Let's take it out in blue. Let's go and do a lap of I'm just trying to still get over it. It's great having GR4s, don't get me wrong. And it's probably going to be a fun track to learn and do time trials with. But 2 laps. 2 fucking laps. Seriously, Polly. What the fuck are you thinking? I can't get over that. It's supposed to be 15-minute races, but it's under. It's just. It's 10 minutes. Okay, there you go. That's an amazing lap of daily race. A Corvette, which it's good to see that. Okay, let's see what we do here. Just going to use the 86, I think. At least it's going to be more racing this week, that's for sure, with Daily Race C finally being something decent. Two laps. I'm coming up with that. I'm just trying to get over 2 laps. Two laps. I like this configuration. It's going to be, and it's a configuration I don't think I've seen this configuration at all since GT7 came out in sport. So this is nice and refreshing. We used this configuration in a lobby we had a while ago, which was great fun. It's a race that could have been at least at minimum 3. It could have easily even been 4. Polly, I want to know. Can you please be honest with me, Polly? Polly, put the kettle on. Please let me know what the hell it is that you guys are smoking. Because the weed you guys are smoking must be bloody powerful shit when you're deciding on the bloody dailies. Because, man, if it's this powerful, man, I want to get some. And I don't take drugs. But if it's this much to absolutely screw with your mind and make you think this is okay, then I want some, because it must be some really good shit. And by the way, kids, don't take drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? I think they're good races. This is just too short. I think the team are on drugs or something, thinking that two laps is enough. And going by the timing, this race could easily be at least 3, even 4 laps. It'll take a bit of use to this track, but I like, I do like the configuration. It's really good. This is a configuration we don't see enough of. But 2 laps. I just can't get over the 2 friggin' laps. I nearly need to learn the track. It's going to be good. I'm actually looking forward to learning this. To at least set a time down. Hopefully we can be more competitive than we did in last week's race. But just 2 laps. I don't know what the rest of you guys think, or the rest of you guy, because we've only got Leb Alec in the house at the moment. Hopefully more will come in the stream later. Track configuration I've not done many laps on at all. Why it's 2 laps, it's idiotic, it's idiot. They are complete bloody idiots. I thought last week's 3 laps was a stupid joke, and I didn't think they could do any worse than that. But they've just proven me wrong with this race. Hey dangly balls! Just doing a bit of practice here for daily race B in the super short sprint race, because it's only 2 laps. 2 laps. At roughly 3.5 minute race, so it's going to be over in just under 7 minutes. 7 minutes in a race that's supposed to go for 15 minutes. So I guess you can gather that I'm not impressed with. I'm impressed with the track. It's a configuration I don't think we've seen for a daily race for GD7 at all. But 2 laps. 2 laps, it's just, I did not think they could do any worse than last week's stupidity of 3 laps. I thought surely they would learn that was just way too short, but no. The drug smoking execs there seem to think 2 laps is all we need. So you turn up 3:30, roughly 7 minutes the race to be over and done with. After the 7 minutes. So yeah, I need a lot more time to practice on that. I'm enjoying that. Maybe because I think it's over 3 minutes, so we only need 2 laps. But look at it. 3:30, it's over in 7 minutes. They say time required 15 minutes. It's going to be over within 10 minutes yet again. It could do with at least 1 more lap. Even then I think that would be too. I think it still can do 4 laps, a 3:30 things, and still be done within that 15-minute window. So just, I'm lost for fucking words for daily racing. I like the track. I'm really looking forward to learning that track because it's such a different track to learn. But what the fuck, Polly? I'm sorry about swearing, but that's all I can say. Daily race A, caught the new Corvette, 7 laps, Daytona. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a little bit of fun, a bit of carnage, but that might be a little bit of fun. GR4 will be fun because I like the learning the track. I actually am going to be doing a lot of time trying to set a time with that, but just 2 laps. You're going to hear this all night. I'm just going to be going 2 laps. What the hell? 2 laps. Okay, Suzuka. What a track that I think we've they've overused way too much. There's so many configurations we could still like to see. We hardly see. Even the configuration for Daily Race B would have been fun for Daily Race C. But at least it's racing mediums and softs, and you must run both in the race. I do like those kind of races, so yeah, I just bit over seeing Suzuka all the time. But yes, we've got GR3s back. I'm happy we've still got GR4s. And we'll go and do a lap, actually, around Suzuka. We'll take the Mustang because we've got the tight tyres on it. I'll do a lap or two, and then I'm going to go and jump on my Ozzietech YT Racer account to actually try some of the races out. The first race is going to be Daily Race B, because I just want to see how that goes, how short it is. But first of all, of course, you know I've been on that wheel. I've been on that wheel. I've driven down this very straight in a go-kart. Driven around these corners. Don't know why I went up in extra gear there. This track's a bit more fun in the GR3s than the GR4s, but we only had the GR4s not that long ago here. So yeah, I'm just surprised that if you probably put together a list of most overused tracks in dailies on GT7, this would have to lead that list. Hey, don't get me wrong, Suzuka's a great track. And at least this is racing medium softs. At least we've actually got 3 races worth doing this week. At least Daily Race C to me is a doable race again. I did not like Daily Race C last week at all. Last week I think is our first week with no wins for a while. So yeah. Yeah, I have, Dad. How did you know, mate? Wow, I'm impressed, Dad. How the hell did you know? Wow, Dan, you're so smart. So they've had a 4-lap race for Daily Race B, then a 3-lap race last week, then a 2-lap race this week. So next week's going to be a 1-lap race. What's about next week? They'll have Nürburgring and it'll be 1 lap for Daily Race B. Because they've got, look, 4, 3, 4, yeah, 3, then 2 this week. So next week, if you go by the theory, next week's going to be 1. Yeah, if you 1. Polly 1. No, we want 4 or 5. Not 2. Okay, let's go and jump on that other account. Ozzietech YT Racer. We'll use that one for my first couple of races. I think we get better racing on there than we do with bloody the Aussie server. I was just man, just can't get over 2 laps. It just makes no sense as to why. Daily race being is 2 laps. Why is she always coming on every time now? I don't give a shit. I've seen her talking. Will you please just leave me alone, woman? But I've had actually a good day. I've had a really good day. I went out with my ex-wife and my son. We went for a beautiful drive up Mount Nebo. Now I'm going to have the first race. We're going to have it in. Where is she? In the Genesis. I mean in the L. But I want to restore it to the colour scheme. My next level colour scheme. So we're going to go and jump in that. Phil! G'day, Phil. How are you, bro? How are you? So we're going to jump into that. Apply that one. But yeah. 2 laps, by the way, Phil. That's all. Daily Race B. Your GR4s are back again. But this time it's only 2 laps. They've gone from 4, 3 last week, 2 this week. So there'll probably be only 1 lap next week. Yay! Capture that, Dan. And how are you, Phil? But yeah, check it out, you know. Daytona 7 laps, Corvette, the new Corvette. Yeah, okay, I was kind of expecting that. Suzuka 10 laps, racing mediums and racing softs, and you had to run both in the race. That's okay. Though they have used a lot of Suzuka this year, so I'm kind of a bit over Suzuka. And this is the race that we're going to be doing. A new configuration. And I still wish we could save. Can we just click save? We'll go in here, we do that, you should save it. Just like when we go into the, it's the same as going back to the garage, we do that same thing and it saves it, so why can't it save it there? But, you know. Again, I think the guys at Poly are too busy smoking some very strong weed. Because these are 3-minute 30 laps. So, but in a 15-minute time frame, you can have at least 3 to 4 laps. You can have 4 laps here, and 4 laps here would be great fun. Nice long track. Most of us don't know this configuration too much, so we're going to have to do a lot of practice for this, because it's not a common configuration to use. But 2 laps? Last week's 3 laps for Daily Race B was too short. Way too short, and now they just backed it up with an even shorter race. It actually worked out to be a shorter race, this one, than even last week's. Again, it's great to have a different configuration on this track. I actually like this configuration, and it's definitely not utilised enough. But 2 laps? I mean, again, as I said at the start of stream, whatever the drugs the Poly guys are on, they should be sharing it. It must be bloody good shit. Because it's definitely like them on Cloud 9 where they just can't work out the race lengths. And of course, racing hards again. I need way more time to learn this track. I don't know the right gears for most of the corners. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm still gonna do quite a lot of practice for this. It's a really interesting configuration. But again, I've kept going on about it. You're going to hear a lot if you're going to get tired of me saying it. 2 laps? Seriously. I can't get over that. Go to the start of the stream, Dan. Look at my face expression. You can capture that. Put that on bloody. You'll see a funny face. When I saw that they've only made this race 2 laps, it was like, what the living shitty drug-filled shit are the poly guys doing with this shit information? Seems to be a track that the GTR seems to be more favoured than the Alpha, which is good. The Alpha's still up there though. Like what we did last week. We like to do things differently. So much more time practicing. We ran this track in a lobby once. It was actually quite good fun. And everyone struggled to get the lap times in because you just don't know this configuration. It's not a common configuration. I love this configuration. I'm actually looking forward to learning it more, doing more laps. I reckon that, especially the first couple of races, we're going to see a lot of mistakes. People are still learning this track. I'm still learning it. What do you guys think? Do you think that one's at least 1 lap too short? Maybe even 2? It might produce some interesting racing and difference in time. Look at there. I'm like nearly... What was this? I'm like 8 seconds off the pace. 8.2. That is an A+ goal. Definitely can get my time down. I'm going to try and aim for a 3 minute 20. But it's just going to be... look, we're only 1 minute. The race is about to start. Technically it's going to be about a 7-minute race with a 1 minute 30 course break at the end, just to mean that we have to wait about 9 minutes for the next race. They really need to keep an eye on streamers, see what people's opinions are. I'm going to voice my opinion. I'm going to keep voicing what I think they're doing wrong. But it's not having a go at them. Don't get me wrong. I still reckon this is a great game. Definitely much better races this week than last week. It's just they need to do something about the race lengths. They really just keep stuffing up the race lengths, and this is actually worse than even last week. The week before last, it was 4 laps, and we all thought it was way too short. Last week was laughable that it was 3 laps. That was way too short, and then 2 laps. Yes, they're longer laps, but yeah. great. Thumbs up for the track. So we've really stuffed that corner up. I was just trying to contemplate why something's in this Suzuki. It just kind of messed me up. Right? Didn't take the corner. And also that, and the fact that I still can't get over that they only made this 2 laps. They need more feedback. If anything, maybe what they could do is, on the weekend, just a simple little questionnaire. What did you think of this week's dailies? What could we improve? Give the community some feedback where we can let them know what we think of that week's dailies, and they will really have an idea what we think and get an idea what we want. We could all hammer that too long. And help them actually really improve what they do. I like the track. I think they've got the track spot on. Bit over Suzuki, so I think they could have done a better track for WAC. But still okay. This one is just the length. I love the track. I really am loving this track. It's going to be fun to learn it. I think a lot of people are awesome with learning it, I think. But just that lap count at the top of it, 2 laps. That's just the bit that makes no sense. Wider. Definitely a third here corner. See what on the last lap, it just feels like this is you know, and if we don't complain, nothing gets done. So, you know, I'm a believer. Complain for the right reasons, it's not the wrong reasons. And I do think some of the why Suzuki slowed down there, maybe he thought he'd pick that up a bit. I think some of the criticism of this game is unjust. Some of it is just. And I like to complain about the stuff that not everyone complains about. In my opinion, we all have our own opinion of what we like and back to roughly where we started. So I don't know, I think we can go for all those corners for that. See, it's going to be over around 7 minutes, then we have to wait 1.5 minutes for the stupid countdown. I don't know why they've done it so you have to wait the whole 1 minute 30. They used to cut back to when you... So under 7 minutes. Now we have to wait the whole minute. Even if everyone's finished, once the 15th place is across the line, it should just count down to last 10 seconds. See? But now, it makes you sit out the whole 1 at 30. Now I thought this was to do with the whole penalty after the race, to try and solve that, but it's, the 1 minute penalty bug's still there. So if this was a race where you have used the wrong tyre, which I'm sure we'll see in WAC, so you get to about 30 seconds, someone then gets a 1 minute penalty, it will jump back up to 1 minute 10. Then count down from 1 minute 10 and start counting down. Then if someone else gets a 1 minute penalty, it jumps back up to 1 minute. And I don't understand that you just have this. I thought this making you have to sit through the whole 1 minute 30. It's almost as if they want to make it run long enough that you can't do all 3 races. Because otherwise, I could technically, if this was fast enough, I could get in to do daily race. I could have just jumped into daily race A, but because it's now made us wait the whole 1 minute 30, we're now got 10 minutes or 9.5 minutes until the next race. And that's just my problem at the moment. Well, we've got 10 minutes wait until the next race. We've got no other race, so the next one is 10 minutes away. Well, 9 minutes basically, 9 minutes and 10 seconds. So we have to wait 9 minutes to do another race. We could have been out there still doing another lap at least. It could have been at least 3 laps. We could have still been doing another 3 minute race. And then around 5 minutes to go, get into the next race. So maybe 3 laps. But 2 laps is definitely too short for a daily race B. That's just doesn't make sense. Now I'm going to get into a faster WRX. I'm not going to do that bloody alpha at the moment. Going to do the WRX and we're just going to register for the next race, but we're going to see if we can do a better time. Learn this track a bit more. I don't know what you guys think, but I just think they really need to review their race lengths. It's wasting our time. We could have been doing another lap in the race. Now we can't. It actually feels of late that they've done a BOP adjustment to the WRX, but they still haven't done a BOP adjustment to the Alpha. That's another little block up. They need to do a BOP adjustment to the Alpha. This isn't going to be a track that really suits it perfectly. As you've seen at the moment, I think top of the boards is actually a GTR. As more people get used to the track, those lap times, I reckon they're going to come down to about 3 minute 14s once the fast cars get on. WX definitely feels faster than the 86, I mean than the Aston Martin. And the 86 that's actually a fourth gear. I don't know what. I need to get in my mind. That's fourth gear, that one. That's a fourth gear. I don't know why I'm going back to third there. I'll get used to that. We're learning this configuration, so that's the fun of it. I'm liking the configuration. I actually like this configuration. So, as I said, track selection great. Just the length of the race. It's over in 10 minutes. They say allow up to 15 minutes, but it's over in 10 minutes. So it could at least been a 3-lap race. At least. Maybe 4 may push it a bit much getting to the next race, but at least 3 laps. See, those corners are flat. Yeah, we go the next lap. Finding ourselves. Oh, not get that. Wow, we really got to stuff that corner. So we need to get that corner right. Get that other corner. I'm going to third. Go stay fourth. What do you guys think of the track at least? I think it's quite good. It's kind of refreshing having to learn a new configuration that you don't normally race on very often. Over one little bump there, which lost us a bit of time. Learn my entry and exit points. Being a long lap, there's a lot of time that you can make and lose. So once you learn, it's going to be fun. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more laps to try and learn the best gearing, braking points, and exit points. Yeah, fourth gear definitely makes a world of difference down the straight. Oh, it's much better than last week's start. It's just the race length of this is the only area that really stuffed up. And kind of that they've kind of overused Suzuka a bit too much. Apart from that, yeah, still a much better way. Daily race A might even be a bit of a laugh to do. Still so much more time to make up on this. Now it's flat. Now all the way through here. a bit harder track for the dirties to do some stupid idiotic moves, so I think this track will separate some a bit more. That's a little bit better. Honestly, the WX does actually feel like they've done a bit of a bop on it, because I'm sure it's become more unstable than it used to be. It's a bit more kind of brakes traction, a bit more than normal. So I feel like they've done a bop adjustment on the WX, but they haven't. It seems like they're too scared to do a bop on the Alpha. Damo, welcome to the race. Welcome to the 2-lap sprint. Starting in 9th now. We're racing on the Ozzietech YT Racer account. Getting used to it. Looks like it's Alpha's starting to be the norm. Over that bloody Alpha. Seriously, it is what it is. It's good to see you again, Damo. Good to see you all on this new week of dailies. A much better week than last week. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to look forward to doing this all week. My limo driving's a bit quieter than normal. Had a great day with my ex-wife's son and her friend. We all went up to a place called Mount Tambourine, up the mountain, and had an amazing dinner. My son loved it. For someone who doesn't really eat too much, it's good to see him doing that. And, Macro, the guy in first place, I didn't keep an eye on him, do we? I think I'll be staying well away from him because he's in first place. So look at that, that's the other thing. Look at the Alpha. So the race starts, they've already got an unfair advantage. It's the acceleration that needs to be adjusted. How is that fair? Alpha's going to be smoking the tyres a lot. I'm sure that's not normal to see, so it's different. I noticed that last week's dailies. To be able to be overtaken at the start of the race, that is already an unfair advantage to those Alphas. Wow, he was going to go in there, no matter what. Glad he didn't turn me, but that was not a place to try and stick your head into a fast corner like that. It compromised me because I was worried if he was going to hit me or not then. something else I'm playing about. Such bloody alphas. Holly, when are you going to do something about your lap lens? Bloody alphas. He's just like Kimmy, is he? Well, he's got no one to hit if he started from pole. That's a good thing, I guess. And the problem is, you do something like that, and then you decide that you want to be clean. People don't forget it, and you make some target. But my thing with that actually is, these guys like Kimmy, it's their secondary account that they're doing that bad racing. They've probably got a big account. They're probably actually one of the big races that we might watch. What they do is create a secondary account to race dirty. I don't give a shit account. We'll run out of that last corner. I did run him. I gave him racing room there around the outside actually, then I reckon. I definitely didn't run him off. Myself off instead. Thankfully he went off as well. That saved us. But yeah, I reckon people are like Kimmy and this other guy is known to be dirty. It's not their main account. They've got another account where they do basically, because they're fast, that's the thing, they're A+ drivers and stuff like that. So they've got a talent. That's my theory on people like them. People like Kimmy, it's their secondary accounts, you know? It's another account for someone who's probably a decent driver out there and fast. But they create these other accounts just for the laughs, you know? They're probably young. I reckon they create a dirty account on purpose. They show they got signed up fast. You know what, if you're actually a decent driver, people are going to remember when you're driving dirt. So yeah. And he's got another account, which is his main account, where he's actually a decent driver. They just create these bad accounts so they can do this shit. Because, you know, if they suddenly wanted to be one day, I want to be a clean driver. We're not going to forget the Kimmies. We're not going to forget the others that race dirty. Been a bad race. Yeah, that's what I think. I just think these guys must have a normal account. They create these other bad accounts for shits and giggles. Because once you've created an account that's got a bad name, that's it. There's no turning back. People will remember. But I bet both Kimmy and this Ark guy have a account we all don't know about because they'll be completely separate. That we don't know about when they actually race clean. But it's definitely too short, this race. It's just, that's it, it's over. But because they make you sit the 1 minute 30, instead of even when it's finished, you would usually go down to 5-second countdown. No, we have to sit the whole thing. 8 minutes is clock pass, so we now have to wait a whole 10 minutes to the next race. I don't understand why they've made this change recently. The whole you now have to sit through the whole 1 minute 30 countdown. Yet, if you get a 1 minute penalty, you still have to do it. So what I'm thinking at this, we're at the time, because we've just gone past 8 o'clock, we've missed Daily Race C. We're going to do one more of this race, and then we'll be able to do Daily Race B. But that one still isn't worth a saving of the replay. But it should be at least 3 laps. Last it should have been at least 4 laps. They're getting the laps way too short. Could almost squeeze in 4 laps here actually, to be honest. But at least 3 laps. 2 laps. And what do you know, next week will probably be Nürburgring, it'll be 1 lap. Okay, what car are we going to use for this next one? I'm going to want to use something that's different. We used the Aston Martin in the first race. Then we use the WRX. Yeah, let's try the Genesis. Let's do the Genesis. That's good to hear, Lebelek. Yeah, sadly my voice is maxed out. Let me know if that's any louder. So sorry, Damo, if you can't hear me, but hopefully that's a bit better. Believe me, I've got the gain right up loud. Maybe the game audio is a bit too loud. I'll just turn that down a tinge. Better? Good to hear. How's it now? Is it okay with the engine going in the background? Just trying to keep the mic out of shot, but maybe I need to put it into shot. You can just see the corner of it actually. Don't look at the screen, look at the way you're driving in. You can see a little bit of the mic and screen, but that's okay. I know what Phil's saying there, but without even looking at the screen, I can tell that Phil's going, can you just put the mic in front of your face? It'd be even better. Yeah, okay Phil. Funny. Get ya, haha. You're funny, Phil. Audio levels are some of the hardest things to get in a video, in a stream. So far the Genesis feels actually quite good around here. But I like trying different cars, you know me, I try not to go with the meta. That's because you agree with me, Phil. You're thinking, yeah mate, put the microphone down, hide the face. Because I know I've got a face for radio. And a voice for silent video, and a voice for a silent movie. What's it like for these fast corners? Oh, turned in a bit too much there. Yeah, I like the I really do like the Genesis. I reckon it's a pretty good all-rounder. I actually like how it's a little bit soft on suspension. And that can be a bad thing because it's quite soft suspension and these are fast corners. This is where you want a more stiffer suspension. But yeah, we'll give it a go. That's what I like doing. I'm the guy that tries different cars, not the meta. But sometimes you can also do with the gearing of the car. Sometimes the gearing can make a big difference on certain corners. That's why the bloody Alpha is so overpowered, because it's so amazing in its acceleration out of corners because of its gearing. But I still think the Alpha needs to be BOP adjusted. It's making this class almost a one-class race. Why you're seeing me not use it. I might use it to set a qualifying time, but I won't use it in the race. Because if I'm in the race, as long as I set a good qualifying time, I can do some pretty good races in the non-meta cars. I can almost go through there in fourth, I reckon. See you later, Phil. See you in a bit. Thanks for popping in. Don't forget that like button on your way out. Knowing you would have done it on the way in, so that's okay. If you're the only one else here, please hit that like button. Show me some love. We all love RCM Racing, so share that love. That's better this time. That was a bit better. We're going to do about a 25 I think, with this lap. Pretty good exit there. Feels quite solid. Almost, oh, nearly beat our time actually. It's a solid race car. But as you guys know me, I like to use the non-meta cars. I like just to try different. I'm not all about winning, and of course I will take a win if I can get one. But as Lebelek will justify with me, it's about the enjoyment of the race. I like doing races in different cars and just mixing it up a bit. Ah, we've got our buddy in first place there. So this could be a little bit interesting. We've got another Alpha that's going to pass us before the first corner just because they're overpowered. Somebody in the BMW at the end. God, they must really like BMW or just want to stay at the back of the race. Macro calling Eleanor a dirty racer. But isn't Macro a dirty racer as well? Wasn't someone saying? Okay. Other people are calling Eleanor a dirty driver too. But yeah, I'm about having some fun, showing off different cars in the races. Which is, in every race so far, a different car. As you guys would have already seen. Starting 7th this time, will be 8th by the first corner. I might save this replay just to see, especially if something happens up ahead there with Eleanor. Let's have a look to see what this person's like. You're never late. Oh, I'm late getting on the throttle. I was too busy looking at that. Oh, we've absolutely hammered the start there. It's your fault, bloody RA. It's only going to be 8th with 10th from 7th. Welcome, Daily Race A. Trying to take it up to the bloody Alphas. Looks like someone's been turned up ahead. That guy really turned late. Back to where he's qualified. Did I cut that too much? I don't know what the penalties are for that corner yet. Well, we've got our places back, +1. That's not a bad start. Yep, I can go through there in 4th. There's Eleanor. Oh no, we're going to be Eleanor. We've now got the famous Eleanor behind me. This is a pity because we've had a pretty amazing start to this race. We've made our way up to 4th place after stuffing, after sleeping, after snoozing at the start of the race. This Genesis actually might be pretty handy for this race. Just want to get away from this Eleanor person. He's got a 5-second penalty to serve. And I think we all know why. I think I'll save the replay just to see what he did. Eleanor's now off our back. But the Genesis definitely feels actually quite handy around here. This Maxi guy is faster than me, so I won't be surprised if he catches up. Oh, we're not falling away from this guy ahead. Got a good slipstream here. Whoa, I think that guy just gave us a turbo boost. Giving us that ram from behind. Thanks, Max. Try to let him go. He's on my left. I'm still here, buddy. I gave him racing red then. This is the last corner. Come on! Come on! Oh! What a finish! Look at that between the three of us! Oh, Ozzy! Wayne, just in time. What a finish! Oh yes, mixing it up with some A drivers. Get in there! Haha, then and off, way back. Haha. I'm going to save that one. What a finish! Oh. Wow, look at that. That's between third and fifth. What a race! After that first lap of napping, up to fourth. From about ninth, I think it was. Depending that RA Nickley, I think, got taken out by Eleanor. Oh, yes. We'll watch the replay. I want to see the replay of that, what Eleanor did to RA. And also, wow! Maybe sleeping at the end was actually the start of the race is good. And Wayne, buddy, pal, great seeing you here. Haven't seen you for a while. Sorry about that. Clean race. Fourth, up. So we started seventh, that's right. So up 3 spots. But man, after losing, we were back to 10th into the first corner. Because I was snoozing. Well, your mate Nicky's not going to be happy because he got Eleanor'd. I think me and Maxie had a little bit of contact there going for those fast chicanes, but he wasn't past me to move over on me, so... What a race! Get in there, Lewis! PlayStation safety saying to report that guy. Doesn't work, I've already tried it. Let's have a quick look at that replay, because we've got plenty of time for Daily Race C. I'm going to start Daily Race C from the back. I'm not setting a time. I'm doing that on purpose. So let's see what Eleanor did. I can't believe that finish though. That was just... So he's made his way into second. And he got a 5-second penalty. So these guys, what's happened here? This guy's got a fair run. He's got a side spot, so he's dived down inside. That's fair enough. Okay. Okay, so this is where it happens. Oh! Wow! What a DH! I mean, he's trying to run that guy. He is definitely a dirty driver. I'm so glad we got away from him. Okay, now that last lap. Oh, it's close to getting a penalty there. So we got in third briefly there. Back to fourth. We were so close to third there. That's shocking. I feel sorry for your mate. But we all agree that guy is a dickhead. This Eleanor guy. I actually put my indicator on. I thought Maxie was going to dive down the inside here. I didn't really want to race, but he stayed behind. Genesis is definitely a bit more handy around here than I thought it would be. We're going to do Daily Race C next to see what it's like. I think that's a fair enough. There's not much else. I'm on the inside. I'm not going to... yeah, plenty of room on the outside here. Still there. I don't. That was just close racing there. Yeah, I don't think he was angry because he didn't kind of punt me off here. He could have probably run me off. But this run to the start-finish line, there's almost a video in this. I think a video replay. Because I'm trying. Just quite not enough, Huff. Not quite enough. I mean, that is close. If the start-finish line was a little bit further, I may have just got him. What an awesome race. That is the exact race of why I do this. Just for something like that. 4th place was a great result. But the whole point I do this is for that very thing. That was sweet. Such a nice close finish. Wait a second, who have we got here? I'll let people be friends, but no close friends, remember. Anyone's welcome to add a friendship to me. But no close friends, just normal friends. Okay, what car am I going to use for this one? Okay. Let's use the Aston Martin. Yeah. So we need to buy. I plan to start the race on soft so I can see how many laps we can get out of soft. This is just a practice race. I'm not expecting anything amazing. I'm not going to set a time because I want to start from the back of the grid. You all know that GR3s aren't my complete favourite. Though I don't mind them around this track. And did you know, guys? I've been on that Ferris wheel. Been on it! And I thought that's an interesting bit of information. All guys are going to love the fact that I've been on that. Also, I've driven this first half of the track in a go-kart. The famous Suzuka. Tell you what, the Aston Martin feels quite nice around here. So now that I've completed my collection of all the GR4 cars, my next plan is to buy all the GR3 cars. And have them all in my liveries. So that's my next aim, is to own all the GR3 cars. They're the two classes that have got the most. I don't know what I'll collect there. Maybe all the GR2 cars. Luckily there's not many of those. Maybe all the GR1 cars just to have them, but that's way down the track. I've been on that first wheel. Isn't it amazing? Amazing. Just blows your mind! Well, I might use this opportunity to get myself a quick little drink. Race starts in 54 seconds. So I'll be back in a second, guys. Don't forget, check out Pagnian Advanced Simulations. They're amazing. They've got some great gear, and they actually are based in the UK as well. So if you want, you can. Shit. What the hell are you doing, microphone? Just we'll let you stay there. Maybe I might sound better from there. I've talked too much now. Then I'll miss the race if I go for a drink. So I'll stay here. But yes, don't forget Pagnian Advanced Simulations. They support my streams and this channel. This is where Phil would want it. Right there. Is that better, Phil? That better, Phil? Well, to ruin your night, moving it back up again. Sucked in, Phil. Sorry. Well, he's not here again at the moment, is he? He disappeared. I bet on that. You knew I was going to say that. So here we got in this race. All B drivers, that's good. No A drivers getting in the way. We've got a couple C's. Oh no, one C. Cool livery. Them. The GTR 13 is much more popular than the GTR 18, which seems to have been a bit of a flop since it came out. Probably needs a good bop adjustment. But anyway, we're starting on softs to see how they go in the race. You love to see my face. You like to see my face expressions. And Danny Waters likes to just grab my stupid faces. He just loves it. So, you know, I'm here to serve. I'm here to entertain. So, yeah. I'll probably see a screen grab that in bloody Discord later. Knowing Dan. He's going back to that point right now to screen grab it. I'll put money on it. I need a 1 bar. I'm a bit worried when I got a 1 bar. Because I got a 1 bar. Itchy nose. Should remember that. I've got itchy nose. No, I'm not picking it. But I'm going to pull over to the right. Oh no, the bar went up. If I was going to stay at 1 bar, I was going to move to the right to let everyone pass. But it went back up to 2. Oh no, that's my fault. I'm going to let that other guy go past, because that's my fault. That is my fault. I hit that other guy that pushed him into this guy, and I hit him out, so punishing myself, putting myself right to the back. Ruined this guy's race. Sorry, Walk Motor. Really do sorry, buddy. I apologise. I don't think he's really that fast though. Yep. I did my bit. I caused him to be spun, so I let him back fast. Now that he's so slow, I can probably, that might have what caused it. He might have put the other guy out, which then got me to hit him, but no, still. I want to be the better racer. My action caused him. That guy is completely gone. This guy's, and those guys taken out. We got our starting place back almost, even though we did that mistake. But I want to realise if I hit someone like that, I want to do the right thing on the track, I think. Exit stage right. What the fuck? Why didn't he ghost? That's completely taken us out of the race. Oh man, we're having such a good race there too. Wow, we still haven't got any power. What the hell? See, look at it, we've still got nothing. That was a big hit. I thought he would have ghosted. Yeah, of course, I fucked up just then and I hit the wall and I get a 1.5 then. Apparently, it's a penalty to slow yourself down and hit the wall. Oh well, let's just see how many laps we can get on these tyres. This is just purely a test lap race now. Wow, I can't believe he didn't ghost. Wow, that's my fault, that one drifting out wide. Shut up, guys. I don't want to listen to you after your in-race banter. This is why I want to be able to have an ability to turn bloody chat off during a race. I want to see chat after and before a race. I don't want to see the chat checks during a race. And there's another thing. Let's add to my list of things I think they need to address to make Gran Turismo Sport better. So mainly I just want to see how many laps one can get on the softs. So this is just a pure test session now. Since we can't, I still wish they actually have a practice option for these races where you can test your fuel and tyre on top of the qualifying. So a qualifying option, but just a practice with the rate settings. We've done no practice for this race at all. Well, this is our practice. Catching up to this Honda again. I don't think this Honda is that fast. Especially under braking. We absolutely catch up to him big time. He's already pitting, okay. And he was on softs. Wasn't a bad lap time. Of course, I've done no real practice in this Aston Martin, so I don't really know what the Aston Martin is like. Feels like a decent GR3 car actually. I might do a stream during the week where the only cars I'm going to use in the racing is the Aston Martin in GR3 and the GR4 races. only the Aston Martin. Become a bit of a fan of the Aston Martins in this game. GR4 and GR5. No, GR3, should I say about GR5? There is no GR5. GR4 and GR3. It looks like we can get at least 5 laps on a set of tyres. Also interested to see how long these pits are. Loosening. You know, screw the base on, it still tends to come loose, these wheels. Whoop, whoop. Looks like someone has died at the chicane. I don't know who got taken out or took himself out. That's a pretty good time. But it definitely feels like a pretty handy car. I think we're going to pit at the end of this lap. Looking at that front right tyre, might be a good choice. I don't think I really want to push it too much. Some may already have. Yeah, I think honestly though, I think actually pit at the start, end of pit lap 4. I think lap 5, I think I've pushed this front right a bit too much. But we did get taken out, which is probably worn out our right tyre more than normal. Look at that right tyre, it's really going down. So I think the end of lap 4, this isn't the Aston Martin, of course, different cars may use their tyres too, but I think the Porsche is better on tyres. Even though I go through this flat, I think I might just take it a bit easy. Someone's going from mediums to softs, which I still think that's probably the better option if you're down the back. I didn't, because I wanted to see how many laps we can do on the softs. So probably 6 laps of mediums, softs, lap 4, end of lap 4. Or end of lap 7 to go on to softs to the end. But this could be actually a good race this week, to be honest. Much more enjoyable race than what last week's Daily Race C was. That was shocking, that. I love Daily Race B, it just needs to be longer. But I'm definitely going to be doing a good practice run on that. I'm going to do that probably next. If you guys want to hang around while I do that, you're most welcome to. Not going to be anything absolutely amazing. I'm just going to go and do just choose a car and do quite a lot of laps just to get used to the track for Daily Race B, and hopefully set a good time. I wonder if we'll get anyone in the race that will get a penalty if they haven't used the right tyre. We're now up into 9th place because I think someone's quit the race. Yep. Top 10. Eight now. And catching the guy ahead. This is the C driver. Oh, I'm so glad he didn't hit us then. He nearly understeered into us then. That was close. Whew. That was really close. He's gone off with that hairpin. He ran out of talent. He needs to have some more bars to give him some energy. This Aston Martin's quite nice. I like it. It's going to be a good one. Now, can I maintain the 7th place? I'll take every place I can. Not far off our fastest we did in the sauce actually there. That's pretty good. The guy behind me is catching. Got a feeling he might be on softs, but he might eat them up by the end. Finding ourselves now in 6th spot. With the amount of laps left, I don't think the guy behind us is going to catch us unless we make a mistake. So let's try and just get it to the end. You guys still there? You went quiet since Lebenek said he likes my face. You went all quiet. It's not Lebenek's fault, he's got great taste in streamers. Streamers, not screamers. This Aston Martin GT3 is a real surprise how nice it handles. I'm liking it. I think the guy behind's made a mistake now. That's good, he lost a second there. Overall, not a bad race. Bit overcast at the moment. Times are nice and consistent. If we haven't had that first problems on those first couple of laps, we could have had it even more competitive, I think. Setting some proper qualifying times here, we could have a pretty reasonable race in this chance in this one. Seem to be catching the guy ahead, not by a huge amount. We've only got one more lap after this, so I'm not kidding myself. Unless he makes a mistake, we're not going to catch him. But hey, sometimes seeing that gap come down can distract you and you can make a bigger mistake. It's happened to me sometimes. Go, 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 yes. Go, go, go. It seems to be getting darker. Not going to rain, is it? Surely not on a daily. And he's made a mistake. He's done exactly what I said he was going to do. He's watching the gap to me, not looking where he's going. He may have overused his tyres. He might be on softs now, but at the end of their life. So let's keep that pressure up. I don't want to throw away this 6 spots, so I'm not going to do anything too rash if we do happen to catch him. He's still got a good 3.5 seconds, so as long as he doesn't make any more mistakes, or if he's that much slower, he should be able to hold on to his 5th spot. Which, if he can hold on to that, great, he's done well. This is actually quite a good race. Quite a recovery off that first lap after we stuffed up. And I think I did the right thing letting the other guy pass. And we were dead last. So it just goes to show, you just stick to it. Make up places when others don't. Hopefully that's a good example to others to, if you accidentally hit someone, that's fair enough, but to me, the biggest thing is if you hit someone, slow down, let them back part, or if you hit someone that's next to someone else, like I showed you what happened in the first race, first lap, that's how I want to race. That's how I reckon everyone should. If I hit someone, I don't want to gain a spot. Saying sorry after the race is not good enough. I'm sorry I hit you, but you still finished in front of. I hate it when someone hits you. And saying sorry, but they're still in front of you. So me, do the right thing, especially if you don't get a penalty. I didn't get a penalty for that contact. So that's why. Like I said, it was just wait the whole time. But still, that's not a bad race. What time is it now? Leaves about 5-6 minutes to the next race. That's a bit better. And just for fun, before I'm going to go and do some proper practice running, qualifying, which I'm going to continue streaming so you guys can watch if you want to. That Aston Martin's pretty handy, I think. We went too far off the fastest lap. Welcome back, Wayne. Up 7 places, considering what happened on that first lap. The shows don't give up. Not worth a reply, not for the replay. So what we're going to do, first of all, we've got enough time. We need to go to America and buy the new Corvette. I'm going to change it now. I'm not going to modify anything on it. I'm not going to put anything on. What was the other new car? Oh, that's why it was the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Giulia? Yeah, the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Haven't given it a drive yet. What I will do is at least paint it in the base colours. So I'm not going to put the sponsorship on yet. I haven't got the controller near me. Haven't really got time, but I'm going to do the base colours, which is Goodwood green, and then the other colours is yellow. I'll do up a livery for some other time. OTRYT, save. This week my birthday, I will be 46. What day, Wayne? What day is your birthday? Let me know. What day is your birthday, Wayne? If you don't want to say it here, PM me it. If I forget, happy birthday, buddy. And to make you feel better, 3.5, nearly 3.5 years at least older than you. So that should make you feel better knowing that I'm older. Thursday the 22nd, okay. Well, Thursday the 22nd, I'm going to host a happy birthday Wayne stream. It's going to be a bit later in the night. That depends on work, of course. But on the 22nd, I'm going to host a happy birthday Wayne stream. Just for you, Wayne, because you are a great mate. And it's great seeing you here. So, we're going to do a happy birthday Wayne stream. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Wayne. Happy birthday to you. I know, I keep my day job, but hey. I'll sing it again for your birthday. There you go, Wayne. How special's that? And we're going to do a stream just for you. So you'll be able to wake up in the morning and get a happy birthday from us all. I reckon I should have gone for at least sports mediums for this, but okay, they've got their fascination with hards. So we're doing a daily race safe, a bit of fun. Then I'm just going to go and do I'm just going to hammer daily race B, not the race, but just in different cars, setting times and see which one I'm best in. I'm going to do about a 5-lap run in each car to see what I feel is the best. And I'm going to keep streaming, so if you want to hang around, you can. If you don't have to. It's not going to be the most exciting thing, watching a guy just driving around and round and round. You might learn something of how to take the track though, or how not to take the track, like that, on cue. How not to take the track and I hit the wall. That's not how to take the track. It gets a bit loose. So I think it's going to be an interesting race. Which is why I just think for this track should have been medium or softs, or even on a racing hards. I know it's a road car, but you don't really want to drive treaded cars on a friggin' oval. It'd be interesting to see the qualifying times are like. Remember the last time we raced here? So it's an 8-speed gearbox, just wanted to see that. Last time we raced here, I think it was in the Ford, it was like a Ford Cup thing. So I think it was GR3s, but that's right, it was GR3s, but the Ford GT was the most popular car they used. That's right, it was only American GT3s, that's right. You could use GT3s, but they were only American. I'm usually pretty good at ovals. That's what I used to do a lot of racing in my time on ovals. Okay, let's see how Daily SA goes. I reckon it's going to be a shit fest. Should be a slipstream fest, but let's see it. Then I'm going to do my practice runs. You guys can hang around or not. I'll just keep streaming. Streaming, not screaming. I'm going to do 5-lap runs in different cars in the GR4s to see which one I'm fastest with. And doing 5-lap runs is going to help me learn the track. So they're going to be quite long runs because it's a long lap for Daily Race B. Oops, someone's been annihilated. They're a good looking car, these new Corvettes, I must say. Okay. Because there's no DR, this race is just for bragging rights more than anything. There we go. not quite as dangerous, bad as I thought it was going to be. Everyone seems to be slowing themselves down. This guy's gone way off track. Surprised if he doesn't get a penalty for that. We're still in it. If we can maintain that slipstream. We may have just lost it. But the more these guys jostle, we can get a chance to. Wall riding is not the best solution. I'm just going to keep to the low line. This guy behind me was smart. He would keep pushing me, which would actually keep pushing him closer to these guys in front. But he keeps them pulling out instead of actually doing the old bump draft. But you do not do bump draft in the corners, by the way. If you do that, you're going to kill everybody. I'm waiting for death. 2 laps to go. Are we going to get the big one? This guy doesn't know how to work together, sadly. If you really want to catch these guys, buddy, you should stay behind me and actually bump me, because that actually accelerates me, but it also helps you. It's okay, there's a lot of inexperienced drivers that don't know about that, I guess. So that's the thing about oval racing. You want to work together until the last lap. Then you plan your attack. Again, if this guy had actually bumped me, we could have actually helped us get up to these guys, but he did want to do the old bump drafting. There's one out. Fourth place! Yay! Wasn't that fun? So much fun. Oh, is it over yet? Oh no, I just have to wait another minute. So yeah, see, look, we sat there. I don't know why they changed this. Seriously, Polly, why did you change it that we now have to sit through the whole 1 minute 30? I know why, because if you didn't, you could have actually gone and done daily race B. They want the time it so much so that you can't quite make the next race. I think that's how it goes. So by the time you get out of this, you won't have enough time to get into the next race. So it seems like they don't want you to go from this race to the next race straight away. So they want you to wait the whole 10 minutes. That's the way daily race B seems to be working out, and that's the way daily race A. Because if it's not going to let you in the next race, why not just make the lap longer, make the race longer? This could have been 10 laps. If you're not going to let us get into the next race, why make us wait 10 minutes to the next race? I'm going to test this, see if we can. Okay, so we finished the race. Hopefully as fast as we can. We go in there. Can we get into daily race B? Can we? No, we're the wrong car. Okay, oh no, no. Okay, yes. Oh no, no, we're the wrong tyres, of course, because it doesn't save your bloody tyres. We'll get it. Let's get in. It was so you can get in. You can just get into daily race B. I don't want to do daily race B because I'm going to do practice now. If you guys want to stick around while I'm doing this, you're most welcome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 5 laps in different cars that I think I'm pretty good at and just see what I can do. So the first one's going to be the Genesis. I'm just going to do 5 laps in each car, and I just want to help me learn the track and just see which one's fastest for me. This is the process I like to do normally. I haven't really done it much lately, but this is what I like to do. I like doing 5 to 10 laps run. To 1, learn the track. To number 2, learn the car, and just find out which one I'm fastest with. Because the car I'm fastest with doesn't always mean it's the fastest car for someone else, but it's the fastest car for me. So that's what I like to do. Thanks for sticking around, Labellic. But this is my process I do like to do when I'm trying to take a race week seriously. I will, usually not streaming, go and do this and do 5 laps in different cars to find out what car suits me. And I might not even go with the car that I'm fastest with. As long as I'm close to that time with the other car, what I do is, but the fastest car, I might not enjoy driving it, or might be the fastest, doesn't mean always enjoyable to drive it. And I find if I don't enjoy driving it, I'm more prone to making mistakes. That's the other thing. I might be able to set a fast time, but if I'm going to crash it all the time, then like this. So I've stuffed up the first lap there because I've taken that one, but I've kind of let it. I think I might need to try and back off the throttle just a little bit to get the car turned. But I want the car that I enjoy driving, that's still reasonably competitive. In this case, it's a bit more so because the track's one that I've not seen, I don't think I've seen in the dailies at all since GT7 come out. I reckon that the times are going to come down to the very low 12s, I think. As people learn the track, as this car showed in the race, it was pretty good. I'm not getting this corner perfectly, so I want to work on that corner. So that's what I'm doing when I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure out the corners, the lines of braking points for me. That's the other thing. Remember, you can watch these circuit guides, but their guidance, that's the perfect line and braking points for that person, but doesn't mean it's going to be the best braking point for you. It can be very surprising to see the difference. Remember, I used to be a data logger. I used to look into data between different drivers. And it's interesting to see. Get that bloody microphone. No, it's still there. This looks like it moved. The difference in certain points that drivers in the same car can do. So a track guide, really, it's a guide, but it's not where you brake. It's not how you race. It's how that person races. It's how that person drives that car. And we're all different how we drive each car. So again, I'll say, whatever's fast for him does not mean it's fast for you. So what you need to work on is a car that you like, and then you work on the lines that work for you, to your ability, and just learn to practice those. Like, that's what I try and work on, is my consistency, now that I can remember that word. Whoops! Accidentally went up 2 gears there. But only got 1. That lost me a bit of time down here. The more you drive laps, the more you get more confident around the track, the car. When I'm doing what I'm doing, when I'm trying different cars, the first lap's more feeling the car, see what that car's ability is, because each car's so different. Gears, their turn-in, their power delivery, all those little things. Still getting this way too wide. I want to get more to that apex. I'm losing so much time there. So this is definitely better than that first lap. Hey, we're actually better that time, 24.222. There we go. So I still want to do 5 laps, so we've still got a couple more laps to go yet. We're only on to our 3rd lap. I still reckon I can do better going for this really fast right-hander. Not this one, next one. I think a lot of over driving this one, we saw a lot go off here in the races. There we go, that's better. Now let's not go up a gear, so we're going to probably go nearly a second quicker. We've got a good ability to set our fastest qualifying time so far. That's definitely fourth gear through there. It's faster than I originally thought when I first was going through there. I was going down to third. Welcome back, Phil. You're just in time for the boring bit. I'm doing a qualifying run. Yeah, that's where I'm doing 5 laps in different cars. Getting used to this new track and seeing which car's my fastest. Still need to try and do this corner a bit better. That felt better. We're 1.5 seconds up, so we could get a 122 here. Oh, 322. But we completely fucked up the last corner. No! Pooh! We threw away at 22. And that's now slowed us down to the next lap. So just practice something on this lap and then we'll do the one more lap. When you stuff up something like that, you can kind of then use your next. Like if this lap's so slow down, I can try some new stuff on certain corners. Like I think we might cut that a bit too much, and we're going to get ourselves a penalty. Yep. As long as the penalty is not after the start-finish line, which it isn't, luckily. Not that I'm doing well on the snow runner. So, 4th lap's a bit like a warm-up lap to do one more lap. But we know we can potentially do a 122. Need to get that last corner right, and the main corner before that as well, I think. Because if you stuff at that last corner, the knock-on effect is for the next one as well. Okay, so we've got this next lap. Breaking the 100. Get in there. Get a much better exit through. I'm not sure if we're far going to third. Oh, Lebelik, I'm sure. I reckon I can get down. I want to get down to the 20s. That's my aim at least. Oh. Bit wide in that corner. Okay, got that white well. If you're up at the moment. And when I'm on the last lap, and if I step up like that, I'll just give it up because we've thrown away that lap time. I'm not going to go and do a 6th lap. So that's it for the run with the Genesis. Definitely can do a 22 with it. Definitely can, but I want to do a 5-lap run. If I step up that last lap, I do that. You might need my help, Phil. You can ask for my help. Okay, let's try the Lambo. Let's try the Lambo. Speedy hand in a straight line. Changes direction pretty well. Could be quite a little. So now we're going to do 5 laps in the Lambo. If I stuff up the first corner like that, I'll just do a quick restart. Yeah, I know. Definitely more better turning. That might have been our fastest to that sector so far, actually, I think. No sun heating up the track, that's good. Oh, that was close. What's it like for this fast sector? Very nimble. Oh no! I was just saying how nimble it was and we absolutely threw it away there. I think we were on for a fastest lap there too. Whew! Done. Come on, damn it, clear up. Oh, considering we stuffed up, that's not a bad time. This Lambo could be pretty handy around here. Yeah, stupid lake. We had such a good lap that first lap. Seem to be losing time this time. I could have run out of there. Didn't want to turn in. Another practice lap. This is why I do 5 laps. Come on. Well, I got a feeling, Phil, when I stream, if I stream Snow Runner tonight, which I probably will be, I've got a feeling I'm going to be starting those maps soon. I'm just about finished where I am. Let's see if we can do these better this time around. We kind of stuffed up. I think I cut too early here. It's good to cut here. You need to make sure you can maintain it through there, which you did this time. That's better. Oh, that's the first time I've got close to that apex. Whoa! So I hit the curb there and it kind of got the car unsettled. Okay, can we get a good lap in now? If I can get a good lap in, I think this thing's going to set a pretty good time. But having said that, it is a bit more on the edge. So what I was saying about before, be a problem. Because the Genesis was a lot more stable. This is a little bit more lively. Throwing away a good time just there. We've got a pretty good run out of there though. We kind of stuffed up that last sector, which I think we can make time on. Let's do up. Up on our fastest lap, where we know we lost quite a bit of time in this next sector. So if we can hold this together, which we haven't, so we still made up time, but still we're way off. Better that time, we've gone down to 23.166, that's not bad. Why did I stay in fourth? Anyway, the moment I'm feeling the Genesis is what I regard as the car that I'm with for the racing. This is okay, but it's just a bit on the edge. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is to see which car I'm more comfortable driving. And this, it's fast, but it's definitely a handful. Bit wide there. What I'm going to do is my next lap, I'm not going to talk, I'm going to do a whole silent lap. I know Phil's going, finally, he shuts the hell up. Next lap, not this lap, Phil, sorry. This lap's already a write-off. Yep, I was suspecting that. Trying to think of what car I'm going to try next. what I'm actually also going to do is, after this run, I'm going to make it 4 laps instead of 5. Okay, now the silent lap. Threw it away. Going well until that point. Last lap's kind of like go for it. But as soon as I went in there, I just realised I've braked too late, gone in with too much speed. As soon as going off, the lap's already a throwaway. So, okay, what car am I going to try next? Might do one more run. And then that might be it for the stream tonight. I might do a bit more tomorrow of this practice. I just want to... Well, everyone's doing quite good in the GTR, so let's try all the GTR. And it's interesting livery that I use. So let's see how this GTR goes. Some of the fastest guys have been in the GTR. I've never really been that fast in it. So let's see how the GTR handles. Feels okay. Feels pretty good. It's a good time. It actually feels quite stable. Much nicer than the Lamborghini. And we know it's one of the fastest cars out there. I think some of the fastest times have been with this. And the GDR is handy in a straight line. And this has a pretty long straight. So far, feels pretty good. So far in the lap, it's actually feeling quite a nice handy car. The handling's quite nice, the turn-in's almost spot on. Good straight line speed. That wasn't well done though. Need more work on there. Whoop! Turned in too much there. Honestly, it's actually probably shown the most potential. Getting loosing in the wheel. 23,444. Yeah. I actually thought it was going to be faster. So far, the Genesis is still the one that I feel like I'm fastest with. Anyone still there? Little check-in time. I know this is boring, I'm just going around doing times. But still, there might be, I think Lebenic's still there. You're not there. Oh, I'm so sad you're not there. Phil, breaks my heart. Good time, Lebelic. Really good time. Also not remember that time we did stuff up this section up here. So next lap's going to be my quiet lap, okay? not going to talk for the whole lap. I'm not going to look at the screen. I'm going to just concentrate on doing a lap for the next lap. This is not a quiet lap. Just a shush. Ah! Was a quiet lap. Oh, it was. I was up a second to this point. So my next lap's going to go another silent lap. The next lap. We're up a second. We're up a second. We've got in the 22s too. So I'm going to do another silent lap next lap. So I can just try and concentrate. I just pushed through there too far, so I was kind of looked at my time going, oh wow, look at my time. So next lap, which is I'm only going to do 4 laps now, not 3. 5 I mean. Can we break into the 21s? And what I'm going to do after this quiet lap, we are actually going to do one more race. In probably the GTR, I'm thinking. So I might do my quiet lap. Then I'll have time to go and then register for the next race, and we'll do one more race for the night. We'll finish off with a race, I think. Just to reward you guys that have sat around watching me. Quiet. Silent lap time. Not good. But we'll have 15 minutes qualifying in this car. We're going to go and register for the next race. Which will be in 15 minutes time. So I'm going to go and grab a drink. What I'm going to do is we're going to go to the garage and I'm going to change the settings to hards. We should not have to do that here. We should be able to do it in the thing. Let's see what star we're going to get. Then we're going to go register and I'm going to go and have a drink. I reckon I can go faster. At least an extra second. Oh yes! $500,000. Thank you, baby. Thank you. That's an interesting colour scheme. That was not easy to do that. That was not an easy colour scheme. Believe me. So I know it's a bit interesting in your face, but it was not an easy one to do. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go and grab myself a drink. Need to check some messages, and then we'll do a bit of a run before this next race.